Hi, I'm Slavik with iDrinkCoffee.com. Today I'm presenting the quick Mill Alexia Evo. The Alexia is a single boiler dual-purpose machine. And what that means is they have one boiler that's responsible for both espresso and steam production. It has an E61 group head and a PID controller. This machine is most suitable for someone who drinks primarily straight espresso. It really is fantastic for that. To demonstrate this machine, I'm going to go over all of its features, and then I'm also going to make a few drinks. I'm going to demonstrate how it works. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the features of this machine, and there's quite a few of them. Up top here we have the cup warming tray, so we get passive heat from the boiler that heats up our cups. But I'm just going to move these cups to the side and I'll show you the water, and that's basically on a hinge and the water tank is back there. We can fill the water tank from a pitcher, very simple. Also on the top, the cup warming tray actually comes up and can be removed, and here we see this large nut here, and that's actually to adjust the expansion valve or the pressure of the machine. So you can adjust your extraction pressure whether you like it. I mean, it's preset at 9 bars, but you can change it to something else like 10 bars or whatever you like, and very easily accessible. You don't have to take anything apart in the machine. You can just adjust it here at the top. On the top right of the machine, here we have the pressure gauge or the manometer. That measures your extraction pressure, and the readings there are only meaningful when we're extracting coffee, when we have coffee inside the portafilter and the pump is on. Below that, there's the 3 switches, and this is how we control the machine. The first switch is the power switch, and it's a 3-way switch, so it goes left 1, center 0, which is off, and on the right is 2. Basically, this is also a great design feature, so you can fill your boiler without damaging the heating element. When you turn the switch to the left, the machine turns on, but the heating element is off. And you use that setting in order to fill the boiler, and then once you have water inside your boiler, you turn it all the way to the right to begin heating, turn the heating element on. Beneath that, we have the pump switch, and this is if we want to turn the pump on to get water from the boiler through the steam wand. And the bottom switch is the steam switch, and we flip that when we want to make a cappuccino or a latte. The boiler will raise the temperature to steaming temperature. Here in the top left, we have the steam valve and the steam wand. The steam wand is a dual-walled wand, so it's a no-burn wand. So when you're frothing or there's something running through it, you can actually touch any part of this wand except the tip, because the tip does get very hot and it will scald you. The valve is a very large size valve with the Quick Mill logo. It's got this oversized knob, which is very heavy duty. It's a pleasure to hold and a pleasure to use. And then of course we have the E61 group head. E61 group head is renowned for its temperature stability, and it's used in a lot of machines of this class, you know, higher end home machines. It makes really great espresso. The machine comes with both double and single spout portafilters. I've got the double here, but the single spout is included inside the box. You do get both. And the final feature that I'm going to point out is the PID. A PID is a digital thermostat, and it serves a number of purposes. First, it gives you stability. Temperature stability on a PID is much better than that on a mechanical thermostat because it turns the heating element on and off, you know, several hundred times a minute to achieve a certain set temperature. I've got mine here set at about 204 degrees Fahrenheit. The second use of the PID is, of course, the ability to change your temperature. You can dial in your espresso by changing the temperature up or down to get the optimum results for whatever you enjoy the most. The PID also acts as a shot timer, so when you turn the pump on, it begins counting up in 1/10 of a second, which is a feature that is also very useful for dialing in your shots of espresso, because we do recommend most people, especially when they're beginning, to dial in by time. So that's a feature that is new on the Evo version of this machine, and it's also very useful and handy. So now let's put this machine to use and let's see how it works. The first set of drinks that I'm going to make is a double shot of espresso, and alongside the Alexia, I'm using the Chiato E37S grinder. This is a great grinder to pair with this machine. It's a very high-end grinder, but what you save on the machine, you can put towards a fantastic grinder to really get the best espresso shots possible. And the machine is, of course, a semi-automatic, so it has a pump. I just put the lever into the top position in order to begin my extraction. As we can see, we're getting a lovely extraction. I'm at about 27 seconds now. I'm going to stop it right there, just over 30 seconds, 30.2 seconds. And I've got two very, very impressive shots of espresso. A beautiful crema, beautiful color, and I'm sure they're very tasty as well. Our next drink is going to be an Americano because I'd like to show you how the second switch on this machine works. And again, I've got my coffee ground and tamped and put into the portafilter. So first I do my extraction. I stop it right there. And now that I have my coffee, I just want to add my water. And the way that I do that, I bring the cup over to the steam wand. I open the steam wand. You're going to get an initial burst of water. But to get a little bit more, you put the second switch on, and that pumps water through the steam wand and into my cup. And one of the really nice things about single boiler machines is that this water is a perfect drinking temperature because it comes right from your boiler. It's not boiling hot like you get in heat exchangers. I find that water is too hot for an Americano. But that's basically the procedure, and we've got ourselves a nice Americano. And the last drink that I'm going to make is a milk-based drink, a cappuccino. And the way I do that, I press the steam button. And now we just have to wait for the boiler to raise the temperature to steaming temperature. So I like to do, on all single boiler machines, I like to do steam first, milk first, and then coffee. I find that the milk holds up better than the coffee does. The coffee goes cooler faster. But also the other reason is when we're steaming, we're taking water out of the boiler. And single boiler machines don't have auto refill. And when we make our coffee, that's going to push water back inside the boiler, make sure it's full, make sure your heating element is safe. So when the light turns off, that means the machine's in steaming mode, it's ready to go. That happens at about 270 degrees, which is very, very hot, and actually it even overshoots, it goes a little bit higher than that. I'm at 276, 277 right now. So I'm going to begin frothing. Actually, I forgot, I should always purge any excess water inside my wand. So I just release a little bit of steam and water, and then I'm going to begin frothing. And the steaming power is amazing on this. It's like a commercial machine. It moves the milk very quickly. Because that temperature is so high, the pressure is also very, very high. You have to be actually quite careful. This is a small pitcher. It's easy to splash milk. I'll turn it off there. It only takes a few seconds. And now what I want to do is I want to lower the temperature back into espresso temperature. So I turn off the steam function, and I'm going to introduce cold water into the boiler, and I do that by opening the valve and turning on the pump. And I'm just doing this into a pitcher. You can do this either through the steam wand or through the group head, whichever you prefer. And what I'm looking for is the water to become a stream of water instead of steam. It usually takes, I would say, about 45 seconds or so. I'll stop it right there. Yeah, and my temperature is back down to 190. I can now wait for that to rebound and extract my espresso. I overshot my cool down there a little bit. I would probably shorten that. I said 45 seconds, but I'd probably do maybe 35 seconds because the temperature went lower than I like. I'm going to begin my extraction right there now that we're back over 200. And now what I'll do is I'll add my milk, creating a nice latte. As we've seen, the Alexia Evo is an impressive machine, but it is geared primarily towards people who enjoy straight espresso. As we saw, the additional steps required to make cappuccino do take a little bit of extra time. You do have the option. However, if you're looking to make primarily milk-based drinks, we normally recommend a heat exchanger machine in this same class, because that way you can froth and draw espresso at the same time. There's no downtime. But if espressos or Americanos are your main drink, you can get amazing results with the Alexia Evo. If you have any questions about this machine or any one of our products, please feel free to reach out and ask for help. We're always ready and happy to offer it. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos about espresso machines, coffee machines, and everything to do with coffee. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.